In order to change my one-stage dust collector into a two-stage, I'm going to need a few circles. So I'm going to take some time and make a circle cutting jig for my router. Now there are already a few good tutorials on YouTube showing you how to do this. One I particularly liked was Alex's here. However, his mounting method doesn't work for my Triton router. So I'm going to take his same concept but modify it in order to fit this router. I figured if I was building it, I might as well film it. So if you happen to have the same router, I hope you find it useful. Now this router actually came with a base and it has a circle cutting pivot mount on it, but it just happens to be too short. I need my radius to be a little bit longer. Now the way that this base typically attaches is it comes with these two things, and typically these are tightened, but I just loosened them up, and as you can see it has a spring to where I can lift them up, where I'd be able to put this base in place with these little key slots, put them in, slide it, I tighten them down, and now the base is attached. And I'm going to pretty much make the same thing, just a little bit longer. I started by finding a 1/2-inch board that was wider than the diameter of my router, then cutting it down to where it was just about a 1/16 over that measurement. I went through and disassembled all of the hardware attaching that base plate to the router, and then just set it aside. I marked the location of the two larger holes, then took it to the drill press. Then I came back and marked the location of the smaller holes, and these I actually pre-drilled using a countersink bit. Yo! Then took it over to the drill press to finish counterboring them with the Forstner bit. I used a jigsaw to cut out that center circle, then attached the jig to the router, leaving off that stock base plate that comes with the router. Notice as I'm tightening these down, I'm not tightening one down all of the way. Instead, I'm tightening them all down a little bit at a time. Cool. Now I was able to put a bit in my router and mark the radius of my circle, find center of the board, and then drill a through hole. Then I also went to the board I was going to be cutting the circle out of and also put it in a through hole. Put a nail through the jig, then line it up with the hole in the board. And now I have a pivoting point. I made about 4 passes, lowering the router a little bit each time until it was all the way cut through. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a circle. Well, this definitely works, and not only is it going to make cutting these circles a heck of a lot easier, but also the grooves I'm going to be cutting on the inside of the circles as well. So I know that this is not going to be helpful to everybody depending on your router setup, so I will leave you a couple links in the description of the video to other videos with a few different alternatives. Hopefully something is helpful to you if you're looking to build a circle cutting jig for a router. So that's it for this one. I hope you have a great weekend, and I will see you soon.